We present Jimmy Clitheroe as the Clitheroe Kid, with Peter Sinclair's grandfather, Patricia Burke as mother, Leonard Williams as Theodore Craythorpe, Danny Ross as Alfie Hall, and Diana Day as Susan in...
The Girl Who Got the Message.
Jimmy, will you stand still for a wee minute while I'm talking to you?
Well, Mr. Whittle's waiting for me next door. I should have been there 10 minutes ago.
Never mind Whacker Whittle. Now, I've got to go out, Jimmy. But I've had strict instructions from your mother.
Well, do as she says. When you're at the Rose and Crown, as soon as you feel like singing Annie Laurie, come home.
Now, Jimmy, you never mind about the jokes. The instructions were about you.
I'm not going to the Rose and Crown. I'm going to see Mr. Whittle.
Oh, but you're not. You've got to stay here till Alfie Hall arrives and give him a message. Then you can go next door and listen to Liverpool's Billy Liar all night.
Oh, Mr. Whittle's dad was going to let me have a look at his ships that he made when he was a lighthouse keeper. He's dead clever, Grandad. They're all in bottles.
Oh, that's not clever. Anyone who's been to sea knows how to do that.
I bet you couldn't.
Of course I could. You see, all you do is to empty the bottle, fold the ship down, push it in, and pull a little string to raise the sails.
By the time you empty the bottle, you wouldn't be able to find the ship.
Now, that'll be enough of that.
Hello there, is young Jim in?
Yes, come in, Mr. Whittle.
Oh, it's you, Whittle.
Hello there, Pete. Well, it's a broad, bricked, moonlicked, nicked, dicked. As you whiskey swillers say.
Now, Whittle, just before you
Hey,
start...
what's up, Jim? I thought you was coming over to see the old fella's boats. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. You see, he's getting on, you know. And he gets a bit cantankerous.
You want to try rubbing it with embrocational?
Now, if you two Oxford Donalds will keep quiet a minute, I've got a message for Jimmy. Now, listen. When Alfie Hall gets here, tell him your mother had a phone call from Susan to say she's working over, and he is to ring her the minute he arrives here to find out what time she'll be home. Your mother was dashing out, so she passed it on to me, and I'm passing it to you.
Then I pass it to Alfie, and he heads it in.
Well, anyway, now don't forget to tell Alfie. Well, I'll be getting away now. And don't you go next door till Alfie Hall arrives, remember? Well, goodbye.
Bye, Grandad.
Cheerio, Jock. I might see you later. Well, Jim, it's a bit of a nuisance having to wait for Alfie.
Ooh, he's a dope the way he chases after our Susan. He's like a little soft puppy. It's no wonder he doesn't run and fetch your slippers in his mouth.
Don't be hard on him, Jim.
That'll be Susan's pet spaniel now. I'll let him in.
Watch what you say, Jim, or he might bite.
You ain't none but a hound dog. You ain't none...
Hello, Jim.
Hello, Alfie. Woof, woof. Come in.
Yeah, thank you.
Wipe your paws on the mat.
You all right? Is Susan in?
I've got some bad news for you, Romeo. Juliet is doing a bit of overtime. So you'll have to sit on your own balcony.
What?
Hello there, Alfie. How's tricks?
Oh, all right, thanks. Jimmy, what did he say about Juliet? Susan, I mean.
She's working overtime and she wants you to phone her up. But if I was you, I'd run for it now while you've got the chance, before Dracula's daughter can get her hands on you again.
Now, Jimmy, don't you be calling Susan names to me in front of me back behind her face. I mean, behind my face, in front of her face at the back, in front of my big... Did you think it's going to rain?
No, but I should keep your cap on.
Why?
It'll give you something to do with your head. What do you want to know about the rain for?
Because if it's going to rain, I'll go down to Susan's office with her umbrella, then she won't get wet.
She's been all wet for years. Oh, you're a big mug, you are. Fancy going all that way to keep the rain off a blooming girl.
You'll think differently when you're grown up. Oh, man, look after the girls.
Now, Alfie, that's not true everywhere. Out east, they have a different way of going on. There, the ladies is just chatterleys. In places like Mesopotamia, the kings there is called sultans, and their wives is sultanas.
What What are the kids, raisins?
Yeah, but they're not like our girls.
The what?
They're not like our girls.
What? Them sultans always pick the best-looking Judies around. And the Judies do themselves up lovely with lipstick, powder, and all them cosmeticals. Of course, the eyes are the things the men go for most. So these birds spend hours doing up their eyelashes with that cascara.
But those foreigners, they have more than one wife, don't they?
Oh, aye. They're what you call polymygus.
Polly what?
No, that's a word you wouldn't understand, Jim. It means they have 2 wives. There's words for all numbers if you know them. I mean, if a bloke has 1 wife, that's monotony. And if he has 2, that's polyagony. And of course, if you've got a dozen, that's trigonometry.
You know what? Trigonometry is like arithmetic. You know, multiplying and that.
Well, there's bound to be a bit of multiplying when the Sultan's got a dozen wives.